you're currently experiencing technical difficulties due to circumstances of potentially
Okay.
apocalyptic significance beyond our control.
This through.
However, thanks to
How
emergency
hard can it
testing
be?
protocols, testing can continue. These pre-recorded messages will provide
Wait,
instruction and motivational support so that science can still be done,
So
even in the event of environmental, social, economic, or structural collapse. The portal will open and emergency testing will begin in 3, 2, 1. Cube and button-based testing remains an important tool for science, even in a dire emergency. Please note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through.
that's the suboptimal like voice line, but it's better than the worst one. Worst one.
If you feel liquid running down your neck, relax, lie on your back, and apply immediate pressure to your temples. You are simply experiencing a rare reaction in which the Material Emancipation Grill may have emancipated the ear tubes inside your head. Good. Because of the technical difficulties we are currently experiencing, your test environment is unsupervised. Before re-entering a relaxation vault at the conclusion of testing, please take a moment to write down the results of your test. An Aperture Science Reintegration Associate will revive you for an interview when society has been rebuilt.
Okay, I need to change my brightness here.
If the Earth is currently governed by a manner of animal king, sentient cloud, or other governing body that either refuses to or is incapable of...
Hey! You made it!
Oh god, so much
There should
speed.
be a... Whoa! Can you see the portal gun? Also, are you alive? That's important. Should have asked that first. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to work on the assumption that you're still alive, and I'm just going to wait for you up ahead. I'll wait.
Good. If you feel that a lethal military android has not respected your rights as detailed in the laws of robotics, please note it on your self-reporting form. A future Aperture Science Entitlement Associate will initiate the appropriate grievance filing paperwork.
Okay, this is much better. Chapter 1 so far. Unless I do something like catastrophic.
This next test is very
Should
dangerous.
keep going with
To help
this.
you remain tranquil in the face of almost certain death, smooth jazz will be deployed in 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
You have trapped yourself. Congratulations. The exit door is now open.
Not so good, but much better than usual.
If the Enrichment Center is currently being bombarded with fireballs, meteorites, or other objects from space, please avoid unsheltered testing areas wherever a lack of shelter from space debris does not appear to be able to... Well done. The Enrichment Center reminds you that although circumstances may appear bleak, you are not alone. All Aperture Science personality constructs will remain functional in apocalyptic, low-power environments of as few as 1.1 volts.
Yeah, okay, this is doing much better.
This next test applies the principles of momentum to movement through portals. If the laws of physics no longer apply in the future, God help you. If you are a non-employee who has discovered this facility amid the ruins of civilization,
I don't
welcome. And
believe on
remember,
that one.
testing is the future, and the future starts with you. Good work getting this far, future starter. That said, if you are simple-minded, old, or irradiated in such a way that the future should not start with you, please return to your primitive tribe and send back someone better qualified for testing.
Only +5 on my golds. This is a lot better than my average gameplay.
To ensure that sufficient power remains for core testing protocols, all safety devices have been disabled. The Enrichment Center respects your right to have questions or concerns about this policy.
Hey! Oi! I'm up here!
What? What? Excuse me.
I'm up here!
Okay.
Okay, listen, let me lay something on you here. It's pretty heavy. They told me never, never, ever to disengage myself from my management rail or I would die. But we're out of options here.
Alright.
So get
Using a
ready to
little bit
catch
of
me,
time, but
alright,
should
on
be
the
fine.
off chance that I'm not dead the moment I pop off this thing. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's high. It's too high, isn't it? Really, that. All right, going on 3 just gives you too much time to think about it. Let's go on 1 this time. Okay, ready? 1. Catch me, catch. Ow. Ow, I'm not dead.
Yeah, I'm losing like
not dead.
4 seconds there.
Plug me into that stick on the wall over there.
Or a
Yeah,
bit
and
more,
I'll show you
maybe.
something. You'll be impressed by this. Oh no. Yes. Hello. No, we're not stopping. Don't make eye contact. Whatever you do. No, thanks. We're good. Appreciate it. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Yeah, tying my PB on this. Losing 5.
Probably ought to bring you up to speed on something right now. In order to escape, we're going to have to go through her chamber, and she will probably kill us if she's
Oh
awake.
god.
Okay, I'm going to lay my cards on the table. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go in there. Don't go in there. She's off. She's off. Don't panic over. She's off. Oh,
I need to
on we
practice
go.
wake up,
There she is.
like starting.
What a nasty
that
piece of work
position.
she was, honestly. Like a proper maniac. Do you know who ended up taking her down in the end? Ah! Oh, still held. Still being held. That's a great job. You've applied the grit. We're all fine. Ah! I just looked down. I do not recommend it. Ah! I've just done it again. This is the main
40.
breaker.
Yeah.
Look for a switch that says escape pod. All right, don't touch anything else. Not interested in anything else. Don't touch anything else. Don't even look at anything else. Just, well, obviously you've got to look at everything else to find escape pod. But as soon as you look at something and it doesn't say escape pod, look at something else. Look at the next thing, all right? But don't touch anything else or look at anything. Well, look at other things, but don't. You understand? Can you see it anywhere? I can't see it anywhere. Tell you what, plug me in and I'll turn the lights on.
So you
Alright,
can
that'll be
climb
right.
on top like right away.
That's, God. It's quoting God.
I don't know.
Oh, look at that. Turning. Ominous. But probably fine, as long as it doesn't start, moving up. Now. Escape pod. It's moving up. Okay. No, don't worry. I've got it. This should slow it down. No, makes it go faster. Uh-oh.
Power up initiated.
Okay, don't panic. All right, stop panicking. I can still stop this. Oh, there's a password. Okay, it's fine. I'll just hack it. Not a problem. A.
Yeah, he's just gonna chill there.
Wait, did I do big? Did I pen? Start writing these down.
Power up complete.
I don't. Okay. Listen. All right, new plan. Act natural. Nothing wrong. Hello.
Oh, it's you.
You know her?
It's been a long time. How have you been? I've been really busy being dead. You know, after you murdered me.
Wait, where is he? Probably rolled out.
Oh no! No! Oh no!
Okay, look.
There's a
we
ladybug
both said a
on
lot
my
of things
screen
that
right
you're
now.
going to regret.
Can I get her away?
But I think we can put our
Yo, homie.
differences behind
Okay, there you
us.
go.
For science. You monster. I will say, though, that since you went to all the trouble of waking me up, You must really, really love to test.
So
I love it
what does a
too.
40
There's just
give
one
me
small
on this
thing we need to take care of first.
258? Okay. It makes sense because my best is a 37. For sure. Also, yeah, like wake up an incinerator are maps that I tend to look a lot. Secret Panel not so much, but I guess
Here we are.
what happened was
The
unfortunate.
incinerator room. Be careful not to trip over any parts of you that didn't get completely burned when you threw them down here. The dual portal device should be around here somewhere. Once you find it, we can start testing, just like old times. Good. You have the dual portal device. There should be there. Once testing starts, I'm required by protocol to keep interaction with
Bad.
you to a minimum. Luckily, we haven't started testing yet. This will be our only chance to talk. But the important thing is you're back. With me. And now I'm on to all your little tricks. So there's nothing to stop us from testing for the rest of your life. After that, who knows?
How unfortunate.
I might take up a hobby. Reanimating the dead, maybe.
Like if you pay close attention to it, every movement oriented map I am awful at. Like all the escape maps, wake up, incinerator.
Sorry about the mess. I've really let the place go since you killed me. By the way, not bad. I forgot how good you are at this. You should pace yourself, though. We have a lot of tests to do.
Ah, didn't go.
This next test involves discouragement redirection cubes. I just
Video game.
building them before you had your, well, episode. So now we'll both get to see how they work. Well done. Here
For a
come
second
the
there I
test
thought I shot the wrong
results.
column.
You are a horrible person. That's what it says. A horrible person. We weren't even testing for that.
So much shit flying around here right now. Bugs everywhere.
Don't let that horrible person thing discourage you. It's just a data point. If it makes you feel any better, science has now validated your birth mother's decision. Congratulations. Not on the test. Most people emerge from suspension terribly undernourished. I want to congratulate you on beating the odds and somehow managing to pack on a few pounds.
A small gold.
One moment. You are navigating these test chambers faster than I can build them, so feel free to slow down and do whatever it is you do when you're not destroying this facility.
My setup there was really bad. I should have moved a little bit for it.
Destroying this facility.
Are you serious? I'm so late. I need to take the platform ride.
I'll give
There's no way to do that. God damn it, man. Sure. Lose all my time. See if I fucking care.
I'll give you credit. I guess you are listening to me. But for the record, you don't have to go that slowly.
Ugh, fuck. Doesn't need to practice this map. Just didn't used to be a problem, but I'm pretty sure I've failed it like 4 times in a row in runs now. Maybe even more.
This next test involves the Aperture Science aerial faceplate. It was part of an initiative to investigate how well. Here's an interesting fact. You're not breathing real air. It's too expensive to pump this far down. We just take carbon dioxide out of a room, freshen it up a little, and pump it back in. So you'll be breathing the same room full of air for the rest of your life. I thought that was interesting.
I'm kinda pissed, not gonna lie. I lost like 32.5 laser Voodoo.
Let's see what the next test is. Oh, advanced aerial faceplates. Well, have fun soaring through the air without a care in the world. I have to go to the wing that was made entirely of glass and pick up 15 acres of broken glass. By myself. Oh, sorry. I'm still cleaning out the test chambers, so sometimes there's still trash in them, standing around, smelling and being useless. Try to avoid the garbage hurtling towards you. Remember before when I was talking about smelly garbage standing around being useless? That was a metaphor. I was actually talking about you. And I'm sorry. You didn't react at the time, so I was worried it sailed right over your head, which would have made this apology seem insane. That's why I had to call you garbage a second time just now.
Not submit it. It's kinda hard to do submit it, really. Oh cool, going up against a... Oh wait, it's not a gold. It's 2 seconds off.
Did you know
Thought it was a
that
gold
people with
because
guilty consciences are more easily
the
startled by loud noises?
milliseconds are the same.
I'm sorry, I don't know why that went off. Anyway, just an interesting science fact.
Are you kidding me? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Why do I practice this map? Why? To what purpose?
Every test chamber is equipped with an emancipation grill at its exit, so that test subjects cannot smuggle test objects out of the test area. This one is broken. Don't take anything with you.
Yeah, I practiced the map. Cool. You're improving, right? Huh. Sure. As if.
This next test involves emancipation grills. Oh no.
This is another map I never really cared about. Fizzler intro. Like, there's plenty of time to be saved here.
It's me! I'm okay!
I got both of them back.
You seem to have defeated its
Thought I
weight-bearing
missed,
capacity. Well done. I'll
The,
just
the,
lower
the two of them, really. First dialogue skip looked really bad.
What happened, right? I was just lying there. You got
I was a little bit too close.
Look at you,
It's worth trying.
sailing through the air
Right, that's what I
majestically, like an eagle, piloting a blimp.
What if I got that report? Even though I never get it in practice. Yeah, maybe it was a waste. Maybe. Oh, I didn't practice Ricochet. There's too much stuff to warm up on, really. Cannot do every map. I always forget something.
Enjoy this next test. I'm going to go to the surface. It's a beautiful day out. Yesterday I saw a deer. If you solve this next test, maybe I'll let you ride an elevator all the way up to the break room. And I'll tell you about the time I saw a deer again. Well, you passed the test.
Please
I
say,
didn't see
seems like
the
I don't
deer
need to
today.
practice this map.
I did see some humans, but with you here I've got more test subjects than I'll ever need.
Hey, you even golded that one. Like, almost a second. Pretty cool.
These bridges are made from natural light that I pump in from the surface. If you rubbed your cheek on one, it would be like standing outside with the sun shining on your face. It would also set your hair on fire, so don't naturally do it. Excellent. You're a predator, and these tests are your
I could have
prey.
taken a shorter path.
Speaking of which, I was researching sharks
got
for an
kind of
upcoming
confused there.
test. Do you
With the
know
cube
who
just
else
switching on
murders
and off so
people who
much.
are only trying to help them? Did you guess sharks? Because that's wrong. The correct answer is nobody. Nobody but you is that pointlessly cruel.
Like, I missed the first portal to get to the end. And then I didn't take the shortest path to get there. Because of confusion.
Good news. I figured out what to do with all the money I save recycling your one room full of air. When you die, I'm going to laminate your skeleton and pose you in the lobby. That way future
I cannot start with a crouch. Keep forgetting.
going to laminate your skeleton and pose you in the lobby. That way future generations can learn from you how not to have your unfortunate bone structure. Perfect. Well done. In fact, you did so well, I'm going to note this on your file, in the commendation section. Oh, there's lots of room here. Did well. Enough.
Well, I'm racking up some time save, so we cool. Let's not complain too much.
This next test involves turrets. You remember them, right? They're the pale spherical things that are full of bullets. Oh wait, that's you in 5 seconds. Good luck.
I don't know how can I possibly time my goal in this. I mean, playing well, sure, but I don't know, it feels like it never happens. Just weird.
To maintain a constant testing cycle, I simulate daylight at all hours and add adrenal vapor to your
What?
oxygen supply. So you may be confused about the passage of time.
Why is my game on 40 FPS? What the fuck? Do I just wait? What do I do?
Fine. The point is, yesterday was your birthday. I thought you'd want to know.
I assumed accidentally.
You know how I'm going to live forever, but you're going to be dead in 60 years? Well, I've been working on a belated birthday present for you. Well, more of a belated birthday medical procedure. Well, technically, it's a medical experiment. What's important is it's a present.
Turret blocker. Oh yeah, this map. I kind of
That
forget that
jumpsuit
half
you're
of
wearing
chapter
looks
3
stupid.
exists because it's so long.
That's not me talking. It's right here in your file. On other people it looks fine.
Fuck.
But right here a scientist has noted that on you it looks stupid. Well, what does a neck-bearded old engineer know about fashion? He probably... Oh, wait.
There's one
it's a
turret up.
she.
Let's not
Still,
worry about it too
what does
much.
she know?
Please, please, please.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
It says she has a medical... I'm going through the list of test subjects in cryogenic storage.
I was almost.
I managed to find two
Probably.
with your last name. A man and a woman. So that's interesting. It's a small world. I have a surprise waiting for you after this next test. Telling you would spoil the surprise. So I'll just give you a hint. It involves
What?
meeting two people
What?
you haven't seen in a long time.
What the hell? This level was awful. Jeez. I think I should practice this one too. Because I play it so bad every time. And I never give it any value. I just fuck it up every time.
It says this next test was designed by one of Aperture's Nobel Prize winners. It doesn't say what the prize was
Oh shit,
for.
this is not the map I thought it
Well, I
was.
know it wasn't for being immune
I
to
forgot that this map
neurotoxin.
was this map.
I bet
For a
you
second I
thought
thought
that
it was
might
in
be a
triple laser.
surprise. I didn't. In fact, we're headed to your surprise right now. After all these years, I'm getting choked up just thinking about it.
Because of they're the only two maps that have that beginning. No, that's a lie. There's Fizzler intro too.
Initiating surprise in 3, 2, 1. I made it all up. Surprise. Oh, come on. If it makes you feel any better, they abandoned you at birth. So I very seriously doubt they'd even want to see you.
Can I go? Okay, I almost just walked off. Ah, right, now this meme. Ooh, spicy.
Hey, how's it going? I talk.
Cool. Because I just gotta believe it's gonna work. Because In practice,
Well,
it's
you
really
know
hit
the
or
old
miss.
formula. Comedy equals tragedy plus time. And you have been asleep for a while, so I guess it's actually pretty funny when you do the math. I thought about our dilemma,
Yeah.
and I came up with a solution that I honestly think works out best for one of both of us.
Like, I almost got the second cube really well placed, but then, and I think I probably kicked it or something.
Federal regulations require me to warn you that this next test chamber is looking pretty good. That's right, the facility is completely operational again. I think these test chambers look even better than they
Lot
did
of
before.
bad
It was
yes.
easy, really. You just have to look at things objectively, see what you don't need anymore, and trim out the fat. I've got a surprise for you after this next test. Not a fake, tragic surprise like last time. A real surprise with tragic consequences. What's going on? Who turned off the lights?
Thank God.
Buddy, I'm speaking in an accent that is beyond her range of hearing. I know I'm early, but we
This lag, it's gonna be hard. Video game?
I know I'm early, but we have to go, right? Run! Come on, I'm closing the door.
Failing that once is still better than not doing the trick.
Alright, that's what's happening now. We're escaping. So you're doing great. Just keep running. Quick word about the future plans that I've got in store. We're going to shut down her
The
entire
irony
production
is you were
line, alright?
almost
Turn
at the
off her
last
neurotoxin
test.
and then confront her. Again, though, for the moment.
Really bad ops. Jesus. Still golded by like I never got that trick. First try before. Even though I messed up everything else.
Come on, come on! There's the exit. We're almost out here.
Not crouch talk. But I had to slow down enough.
We made it, we made it, we made it, we made it. I'll meet you on the other side.
Where'd we? Italy is somewhere. We'll figure it one day.
Ooh, it's dark down here, isn't it? They say that the old caretaker of this place is
Oof, close
absolutely
to fall.
crazy. Chopped up his entire staff. Robots. All of them robots. They say at night you can still hear the screams of their replicas. All of them functionally indistinguishable from the originals. No memory of the incident, Nobody knows what they're screaming about. Here's an interesting story. You might like this. I almost got a job down here in manufacturing, but guess who the foreman went with? Only an exact duplicate of himself, nepotism. Ended up giving me the worst possible job, tending to all the smelly humans. Oh, I'll tell you, humans? Oh, love them. Just the way they look, it's great. And they're folk right.
Okay, sure. Really bad at that turret factory. One day I'll learn it. One day, maybe.
Turret redemption lines are not rides. Please exit the turret redemption line.
What is this movement that I'm pulling off right now? I lost the turret because my movement is terrible.
Response.
I'm gonna be here for a long time.
Template. Response.
Oh, thank God. You saved my bacon, pal. Here we go. Is this a jailbreak? Can't say a thing.
Template. Response.
Are you kidding?
Template. Response.
Yeah, no. I can't say a thing. It just happened. Better open fire.
Response.
Yeah, do it. You're making the wrong turn.
Response.
Really? Oh my god.
Response.
Alright, now, she can't use her turrets, so let's go and take care of that neurotoxin generator as well. Bring your daughter to work day. That did not end well. And 40 potato batteries. Embarrassing. I mean, I realise they're children, but still, low-hanging fruit and all that. Daily science, really. I'm pretty sure we're going the right... Don't worry, I'm absolutely guaranteeing you 100% that it's this way. Oh, it's not this way. Okay, let's try this way.
Let's try not to be bad about that because it's not worth it. Let's calm down.
Ha! I knew we were going the right way. This is the neurotoxin generator. Bit bigger than I expected. Not going to be able to just, push it over. Have to apply some cleverness. There's some sort of control room up at the top, so let's go and there's our handiwork. I shouldn't laugh, really. They do feel pain of a sort. It's all simulated, But really enough for them, I suppose. I'm afraid the doors are... What are you doing? We don't know what that button... Oh, the doors are... Well done. Let's see what's inside. Good news. I can use this equipment to shut down the neurotoxin. Do you smell neurotoxin? Hold on, the neurotoxin levels are good. Hold on, something's wrong. Neurotoxin levels up to 50%. That did it.
Yeah, I don't know what cycle is this.
0%. Yes.
It's some cycle for sure. I think it's better than average.
Neurotoxin pressure has reached
Which means that it might take
unlethal
time.
levels.
Nope, same cycle.
should take us right to her. I can't believe I'm finally doing this. Woo! I knew this would be fun. They told me it wasn't fun at all, so they said it's not fun at all. And I believed them. I was a fool to myself. Oh, and I'm loving this. Whale of a time. This place is huge, and we're only seeing the top layer. It goes down for miles. All sealed off years ago, of course. We should be getting close. Oh, I cannot wait to see the look on her face. No neurotoxin,
I should try to
no turrets. She'll never know what hit her.
clip out of the
Hold on, because I
like with
might not have
cheats
thought this next part would be.
someday and
Ah!
see how the map
I'm,
looks.
I'm going the wrong way. Get to her. I'll find you.
If possible.
I honestly, truly didn't think you'd fall for that. In fact, I devised a much more elaborate trap further ahead for when you got through this easy one. If I'd known you let yourself get captured this easily, I would have just dangled a turkey leg on a rope from the ceiling. Well, it was nice. Past president of the Being Alive Club. Uh-huh. Seriously, though. Goodbye.
Kind of boring section there.
It's my big chance. This is trouble. Ah, not again. Here comes up. Lots of ladies. Oh, the second.
Oh, you were busy back there. Well, I suppose we could just sit in this room and glare at each other until somebody drops dead. But I have a better idea. It's your old friend, Deadly
Deadly
Neurotoxin. If I were you, I'd take a deep breath and hold it.
Hello.
I hate you so much.
Warning, Central Core is 80% corrupt.
That's funny. I don't feel corrupt. In fact, I feel pretty good.
Alternate core detected.
Oh, that's me they're talking about.
To initiate a core transfer, please deposit substitute core in receptacle.
Torch.
Substitute core accepted. Substitute core, are you ready to start the procedure?
Yes.
Corrupted core, are you ready to start the procedure?
No.
Oh, yes, she is.
No, 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 no.
Stalemate detected. Transfer procedure cannot continue.
Yes.
Pull me out, pull me
Unless
out.
a stalemate associate is present to press the stalemate resolution button.
Pull me out. Leave me in. Leave me in.
Not so fast. Think about it.
Stalemate resolved.
Where'd it go? Wait, what if this hurts?
Okay, so I know
What if this
roughly
really
the angle
hurts? Oh, I
there.
didn't think of that.
Oh,
No.
it will. Believe
Something
me,
I never
it
paid
will.
attention to
Are
before.
you just saying that, or is it really going to hurt? You're just saying that, aren't you? You're just... No, you're not. You're, it is going to hurt, isn't it? Exactly how painful are we... Ah!
No, stop! No! No! No!
Very tired.
Wow! Check me out, partner. We did it! I'm in control of the whole facility now. Whoa! Would you look at this? Not too bad, eh? Giant robot. Massive. It's not just me, right? I am bloody massive, aren't I? But, wow, this is cool. And check this out. I'm a bloody genius now.
Estás usando este software de traducción de forma incorrecta. Por favor, consulte el manual.
I don't even know what I just said, but I can find out. Oh, sorry, no, the lift. Yes, sorry, I keep forgetting. This body's amazing, seriously. I can't get over how small you are, but I'm huge.
That's not the direction to the street.
Actually,
That's another thing I should try to learn. It's the perfect falling there. 'Cause I really don't know how to do it.
Oh, hi. So, how are you holding up? Because I'm a potato. anywhere. Well, we are going somewhere alarmingly fast, actually.
Oh Jesus!
But since we're
I
not
just checked my
receiving the
dropped
map,
frame count.
here's a couple of facts.
Absurd.
He's not just a rent, and you just put him in charge of the entire facility. Good, that's still working. Hey, just in case this pit isn't actually bottomless, do you think maybe you could unstrap one of those long fall boots of yours and shove me into it? Just remember to land on one foot.
Yeah, this cannot be good. It's probably a fuck ton of. Okay, late game. Unfortunate, but still got it in time, so it's fine. Might not even lose all that much time. I know that my gold is not refined. Yeah, gained a little bit of time even. And I lost a lot more than a second and a half. Definitely. Ah, yikes. I think I'm not far enough out for this. Yeah, I should redo the setup. Still losing a ton to the gold. It's a pretty hard map to do fast. I don't think I give enough value to actually doing the map fast.
Alright, let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told. The lab boys just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. For this next test, we build nanoparticles in the gel. All damn day. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules
Wait,
and so forth.
why did I
into
crouch?
your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care
What
of
did
that.
I just do? No, oh my god.
Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel,
But I'm
here's some
losing
advice
time to
the
the
lab
gold
boys
already.
gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what
Some of these
element
maps
it
I
is
always
yet,
lose
but I'll
time.
tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
Shouldn't be losing 19 seconds in proportion from. Should put on a lot more work on this chapter, really. There's a lot of hard maps.
All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats.
What am I doing? It's. I don't know, this jump has been weird today.
Science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. The good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss. I like your
Wasn't
style.
really all over.
You make up your own rules, just like me. Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
Bleeding time in chapter 6. Heck yes.
Now, if you're part of control group Kepler-7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast.
What is the problem, sir?
If you're hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalks between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction. I'm no psychiatrist,
What?
but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like projection. They didn't fly into space, storm a beach, or bring back the gold. No science is about this. Why? It's about why not? Why is so much of our science dangerous? Why not marry safe science if you love it so much? In fact, why not invent a special safety door that won't hit you on the butt?
I think I
on the
missed
way
the
out,
thing.
because you are
Entirely.
fired. Now you test subject, you're doing fine. Yes, you. Box your stuff. Out the front door. Parking lot. Car. Goodbye.
No, I didn't. They did play the map really poorly. I mean, I have a lot to make up in chapter 7, so maybe if I play that one well, I can compensate, but from here on, there's no map you can just select. And
Congratulations! The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Avatar Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release this stuff in a while, so it's good and damn ready. So as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there will always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
She is a gem. Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital
really?
participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you've most likely used one of the many products we invented, but that other people have somehow managed to steal from us. Black Mesa can eat my bankrupt...
Sir, the testing.
Right.
I don't know why I didn't load the save. Just, I don't know. I guess it. Yeah, I didn't really think about it.
Did anything happen while I was out?
The testing area is just up ahead. The quicker you get through, the quicker you'll get your 60 bucks.
Good. Who?
Carolyn, are the compensation vouchers ready?
Yes, sir.
What's
Mr.
flag?
Johnson. Why did I just... Who is that?
Great
What the
job,
hell is going on
astronaut,
here?
war hero, and or Olympian. With your help, we're gonna... This on? Hey, listen up down there. That thing's called an elevator, not a bathroom.
I swear I know him.
Really? Didn't think that was gonna lose 2 seconds.
If you're interested in an additional $60, flag down a test associate and let them know. You could walk out of here.
What? No. It didn't. The last shot didn't place. What? I moved my mouse up.
You let us take you apart, put some science stuff in you, and put you back together. In case you're interested, there's still some positions available for that bonus opportunity I mentioned earlier. Again, all you gotta do is
Goddamn.
let us disassemble you. We're not banging rocks together here. We know how to put a man back together. So, that's a complete reassembly. New vitals, spit shine on the old ones, plus we're scooping out tumors. Frankly, you ought to be paying us.
Sigh. Gotta keep the composure. So, where else do I have like 2 minutes to save? There's a lot to be saved in this end game, Jesus. Jesus.
Thank you. I can't believe I'm thanking these people. For staggering your way through Aperture Science's propulsion gel testing, you've made some real contributions to society for a change, and for that, humanity is grateful. If you had any belongings, please pick them up now. We don't want old newspapers and sticks cluttering up the building. For many of you, I realize $60 is an unprecedented windfall, so don't go spending it all. Welcome to the Enrichment Center. What do these people want? Dirt. Since making test participation mandatory for all employees, the quality of our test subjects has risen dramatically. Employee retention, however, has not. As a result, you may have heard we're going to phase out human testing. There's still a few things left to wrap up, though. The bean counters told me we literally could not afford to buy $7 worth of moon rocks, much less 70 million. Bought them anyway. Ground them up, mixed them into a gel. And guess what? Ground up moon rocks are pure poison. I am deathly ill. Still, it turns out they're a great portal conductor. So now, we're going to see if jumping in and out of these new portals can somehow leach the lunar poison out of a man's bloodstream. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Let's all stay positive. Take the lemons, do some science. Get mad! I don't want your damn lemons! What am I supposed to do with these?
Really? All the things I could have done. Did that.
Johnson Lemons, do you know who I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the lemons. I'm gonna get my engineers to
win. I've been bleeding time so bad since chapter 6. It's not any better in this chapter.
I know things look bleak, but that crazy man down there was right. Let's not take these lemons. We are going to march right back upstairs and make him put me back in my body. And he'll probably kill us because he's incredibly powerful and I have no plan. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. The odds are 1,000,000 to 1, and that's with some generous rounding. Still, though, let's get mad. If we're going to explode, let's at least
Get that
explode with
place.
some dignity.
Or so I hope.
Wait, I've got an idea. That poster. Go look at it for a second, would you? Paradoxes. No AI can resist thinking about them.
I don't believe in this one.
I know how we can beat him.
What? Excuse me. The gel spread is really questionable. Fuck. No, come on. Fuck. This is making me nervous. It's not good. I wasted a lot of time. Probably all the time that I had.
Okay, so it's not the most watertight plan to go confront an omnipotent power-mad AI with. Still, it's a better plan than exploding. March
It was half the time I had. Damn it.
For God's sake, your boxes with legs.
What?
It's literally
Nice
your only
study.
purpose. Walking onto buttons. How can you not do the one warmer? Warmer. Boiling hot. Boil. Okay, colder, colder, ice cold. You're Arctic now. You're very cold. Very, very, very cold. Look, just get on the button. Oh, that's funny, is it? Oh, it's funny because we've been in this for 12 hours and you haven't solved it either. So I don't know why you're laughing. You've got 1 hour. Solve it.
There's a box right in front of me.
solve this puzzle for him. When he comes back,
Yeah, you have no idea what it's like in this body. I have to test all the time, or I get this itch. You know, it must be hardwired into the system or something. Oh, but I tell you,
That's
when I
terrible
do test,
Jesus.
oh man alive, nothing feels better. It's just
There is no way I'm gonna go with
I'm gonna
this.
test. So you're gonna test, and I'm gonna watch, and everything is gonna be just.
Warning. Core overheating. Nuclear meltdown.
Designed this test myself.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Oh, that felt really good. Oh, here's an idea. Since making tests is so difficult, why don't you just keep solving this test? Same one. And I can just watch you solve it. Yeah, that sounds much easier. And nothing. All right, can't blame me for trying. Okay, new tests.
Wait, hold on.
tests. Got to be some tests around here somewhere. Oh,
alright, so my paradox idea didn't work. And
Yeah.
it almost killed me.
sorry, how I
By
react.
the looks of things, he knows as much about test
that has to go both ways. Like, only thing I tried to say is that we aren't close. It's like them. You're like the only person that ever like stuck to my stream, no matter what I streamed, and I really appreciate that.
It's all right.
Just like
Everything's good. I just invented
this point of like we don't really talk out of the stream.
Not entirely. Look at the word test there on the wall. That's brand new.
This is a problem. I don't know what the fuck. Hope I had a save. Please tell me I had a save. Please don't tell me save. Okay.
Not entirely. Not entirely. Look at the word test there on the wall. That's brand new.
So the bad news is the tests are my tests now, so they can kill us. The good news is, well, none so far, to be honest.
Well, there goes the 106. Can still 107 though, but need to play really well. But yeah, Glyphix, like, don't worry about it. Like, I get your reaction.
I'd love to help you solve the tests, but I can't. Sorry. You're on your own.
Understandable.
Yeah, made this test myself out of smaller tests that I found lying around. Jammed them all together. Buttons. Oh yes. Well done.
Thanks. All we had to do was pull that lever.
What? Well, no, you pressed the. Ah!
I know we're in a lot of trouble and probably about to die, but that was worth it.
Where is all the time save? I'm really curious. There's still like a minute 20 here.
I thought of some good news. He's going to run out of test chambers eventually. I never stockpiled them.
I'm coming, coming. Don't start yet. Don't start yet. You are not going to believe this. I found a sealed-off wing. Hundreds of perfectly good test chambers just sitting there, filled with skeletons. Shook them out, good as new.
Skeletons. Right, I guess I did stockpile some tests. Just as mementos, though.
And there we go. Be honest, you can't even tell, can you? Seamless. Oh, disappointing.
Oh no, it's happening sooner than I expected. I'm sure we'll be fine.
I missed the dialogue skip, but other than that, pretty alright level. And I missed the throw ones, I guess. That accounts for something.
It's probably nothing. Keep testing while I look for a way out.
Alright, so that last test was seriously disappointing. Apparently, being civil, it's not enough. If I'm such a moron, why can't you solve a simple test?
I might have pushed that moron thing a little too far this time.
Saving like 1 tick, 2 ticks maybe. Oh, so here's a big chunk. No guarantee that I'm gonna get any of it, really. I mean, some of it probably, but probably won't be too close to my goal.
Playing classical music.
Oh, what was that? That was nothing. That was nothing.
The body he's squatting in, my body,
Kinda worked
has a
out.
built-in euphoric response to testing. Eventually, you build up a resistance to it. It can get a little unbearable, unless you have the mental capacity to push past it. It didn't matter to me. I was in it for the science. Him, though.
Hey, I I golded. Okay, never mind what I said about not getting time save. Jesus. Okay, so I remember that I got my PB in a tournament race, and I remember that choking funnel catch actually got me pretty nervous.
Don't mind me, just moving the old test chamber a little bit closer to me. I'd have thought maybe proximity to the test solving might give us stronger results. What was that? Oh, sorry, I could have sworn you said something. Are you absolutely sure you're solving these correctly? I mean, yes, you solved it, but I'm wondering if maybe there's a number of ways to solve them, and you're picking all the worst ways. No, that won't. What am I missing?
Trying to remain as calm as I can for these, because I have a pretty good pace. The best possible is quite good.
Have a brainwave. I'm going to tape you solving these, and then watch 10 at once. Get a more sort of concentrated burst of science. Oh, on a related note, I am going to need you to solve these 10 times as fast. Anyway, just give me a wave, would you, before you solve this one, alright? I don't want to spoil the ending for when I watch it later.
Remember when I told you that he was specifically designed to make bad decisions? Because I think he's decided not to maintain any of the crucial functions required to keep this facility from exploding.
What's like almost 5 years? Jesus, 4.5. And it's a map that sometimes goes kind of bad.
My facility. This place is self-destructing, you idiot.
Was self-destructing, already fixed. Programmed in one last tremor for all fuck's sake. Two, like one or two more tremors in there, just for fun.
Warning. Core overheating.
I let him keep his job, I'm not a monster.
What?
Ignore what he's saying, though. Just keep on testing.
What? Oh. What?
Right, still nothing, let's keep moving.
It makes
Sorry
no
about the lift,
sense.
it's out of service.
It was like
Is it
20
melted?
seconds to that. Jesus, that's bullshit. I never had that happen. Usually the portal placement helpers do the job. I don't know what happened there. It's really unfortunate. Alright.
Ah, you're alive! Great! Yeah, just getting a test ready for you, obviously. Who else would I be doing it for? No one. So, let's see here. Exit, exit, exit. There is no exit. Not a problem. I'll make an exit for your test. There. Bing. Good. Perfect. On we go. I'll be honest, after you told me to turn that beam off, I thought I had lost you. When poking, you two are going to love this big surprise. In fact, you might say you're going to love it to death. You're going to love it until it kills you, till you're dead. All right, I don't know whether you're picking up on what I'm saying there, but
Thanks, we get it.
Mainly last time because I didn't go through the first door as quick as possible. The game kind of froze. It was a little bit weird. I still have like 30 save. Where are those 30 seconds? Probably Finale 4.
be subtle anymore. Or maybe he still is, in which case, wow, that's kind of sad.
Sorry, my fault. Butterfingers.
Either way, I get the impression he's about to...
Only 3 more chambers to your big surprise. Oh,
So, he's inexplicably happy all of a sudden, even though he should be going out of his mind with test withdrawal. And he's got a surprise for us. What did he find back there?
But that fade is really good. I usually go on but 4 where I went this time. It's actually pretty good.
I'll bet you're both dying to know what your big surprise is. Well, only 2 more chambers.
We're running out of time. I think I can break us out of here in the next chamber. Just play along.
Oh, okay, that was almost bad.
Okay, look, I've decided I'm not gonna kill you, okay, if you come back. Oh, I've got an idea! Yes, in your face, I got...
The man named it. Why is Bill plays and not William plays? Because hey, gold. I didn't see by how much. 1.4. Jesus. First of all, hi, hello. Why not William plays? I don't know. I just when I first made this account, not this account, but this alias in general.
Don't mind me, continuous game.
Just I talked to a couple people in my house. They thought that Bill was better because it's a nickname for William.
Well, because I'm still holding all the cards. And guess what? They're all full houses. Never actually played cards, meaning to learn. Anyway, new turret, not defective. Ace of 4s. Best hand.
As long as I can get this one.
Did something break back there? Oh, did it kill you? That would be amazing if it killed you. Hello? Oh, yes, alright.
Yeah, I don't really have a good reason. It's a name I made like, I don't know, 10 years ago or some shit. I just asked a couple people in my house, like, hey, I need a name for my PlayStation Network account. Help. And we just came up with that.
Crushing's too good for him. First, he'll spend a year in the incinerator. Year 2, cryogenic refrigeration wing. Then, 10 years in the chamber I built where all the robots scream at you. Then, I'll kill him.
Okay, I'll take that as a no then.
Alright, so here's where all the time save is, right? Penalty 4. don't know why I didn't have my hand on my mouse, but I didn't.
Send you a core and make
Kind of took me a couple seconds to
do it a few times. He might
be able to do anything.
Look, even if you think we're still enemies, we're enemies with a common interest. Revenge. You like revenge, right? Everybody likes revenge. Well, let's go get some.
Well, well, well. Welcome to my lair. Let me just flag something up. According to the
Go
control
play
panel
Fort
up
3.
there, the
Why
entire
Fort
building is
3?
gonna self-destruct in about 6 minutes. I'm pretty sure.
Like, how
that's
does the
what we've
4
done. I think the lights on
come
the
into-
thing, but just in case
come
it
into
isn't,
play?
I'm actually gonna have to kill you, as discussed earlier. So let's call that 3 minutes and then a minute break, but we should leave allegedly 2 minutes to figure out how to shut down whatever's starting all the fires. So anyway, that's the itinerary. Also, I took the liberty of watching the tapes of you killing her, and I'm not going to make the same mistakes. 4-part plan is this. 1. No portal surfaces. 2. Start the neurotoxin immediately. 3. Bomb-proof shields for me. Leading directly on to number 4. Bombs. Throwing at you. You know what? This plan is so good, I'm going to give you a sporting chance and turn off the neurotoxin. I'm joking, of course. Goodbye.
Neurotoxin level at capacity in 5 minutes.
Alright. No bad ending, please. That's the only thing I asked for.
Ha! That's sounded real. No, that was actually an impression of you. Actually, because you just fell into my trap, my brilliant trap. Just then, I wanted you to trap.
I'm delivering the first core up near the catwalk.
Terrible?
Warning. Core corruption
Whatever.
at 50%. Vent system compromised. Neurotoxin offline. Reactor explosion in 4 minutes.
What? Ah!
Okay, no bad ending.
Okay, great. Here comes another core.
Quick, what's the situation?
Warning. Core corruption at 75%.
Oh, wait, I'll
Reactor
try to
explosion
read your
timer
message.
destroyed. Reactor explosion uncertainty emergency preemption protocol.
Fun to replay
initiated.
on the words. You
This
could
facility
change the
will
wording to go
self-destruct
plays
in
for
2
free.
minutes.
Enough!
Using the
I
number.
told you not to put these cores on, but you don't listen.
Could I?
Quiet. Ah!
Wait, hold on.
This one should do it.
Play the video game. What? Okay, I guess that's. I plan on that happening, but
Core
sure.
corruption at 100%.
I mean, if it was a 5, then yeah, definitely build
Manual
plays.
core replacement required.
Oh, I see.
But 4, not sure. And then the 3 just kind of lost there.
Corrupted core.
I
Are you
mean, the
ready to
3
start?
is there mainly because it was account for the PlayStation 3.
Did you pick up on my
Like,
sarcasm?
first name we came up with was like the old PS3.
Fire detected in the stalemate
Very
resolution
generic.
annex. Extinguish.
But someone already had that account. So I had to.
That just cleans right off, does it? Well, that would have been
Had
good
to
to know
change it.
a little earlier.
Stalemate resolution associate. Please press the stalemate resolution button.
Do not press that button.
There it is. Damn.
Space! Ah! Ah! Let go! We're in space! Ah, let go! Let go! I'm still connected! I can pull myself in! I can still fix this!
I already fixed it, and you are not coming back.
Oh no! Change your plans! Hold on to me! Tighter! Ah! Grab me! Grab me!
But it's also kind of funny because there's like a lot of people that whenever I first come up into their chat, they call me Bill Plays. Just, there's no S there, nor a 5, but people are too used to names ending plays with the S. Was that right? Damn.
Oh, thank
107.45.
God, you're all right. You know, being Carolyn taught me a
Damn,
valuable
yes.
lesson.
Wow.
I thought you were my greatest enemy, when all along you were my best friend. The surge of emotion that shot through me
Yeah,
when I
that
saved your
Space
life
Core
taught me an even more valuable
really happy.
lesson. Where Carolyn lives in my brain.
Carolyn, delete.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carol.
You,
And
you,
goodbye to this run. 'Cause it's done. Heck yes. Man, what a time. 107. 107:45. Yeah. It's great to see that I'm getting my times down. It's really cool. Not too long ago, I'd never dream of getting a time like this. It's really cool that I'm getting times like this. So okay, so major L's of the run are the fuck ups. It's better to see compared to golds. Okay, so major. There's laser Ragu. It flings a little bit. Minor, not so minor. Then this, like some of these sections were really good. Like from laser Ragu all the way to like in chapter 2 in general. Besides laser Ragu, I barely lost time. Chapter 3 wasn't all that solid. It's also the same with your last night. There's no S. Oh, I mean, I assume it's your name, like bits instead of just bit. You can see how that happens in a platform where there's a currency called bits. People gotta do that pretty often. What else was not so good about this run? Third Sabo. That was bad movement and RNG. Like, where are the movement maps? Go to Jailbreak because of the trick. Didn't lose too much time, but probably because my golds aren't good, honestly. Chapter 6 was really bad. Like, chapter 6 starts here and it ends here. Also over a minute. And over a minute in like 4 maps. Yeah, those 4 were pretty bad. And 5, I guess. Potatoes also added a good chunk to it. Then chapter 7 was another 30. I mean, it's a hard chapter, but still. Don't like to see it. Chapter 8, how much was there? From 354. I funnel intro, I messed up big time. And laser platform. Yeah, those are the 2 mistakes. It was like 20 seconds each, roughly. Yeah, 20, and then a little bit here and there. Then another 20 something. But I'm getting my times down. Did you miss a thick PB? You did. Let me compare it to PB so you can see. So 127 thick PB. Is movement adjustments? Yeah, it's a bit more than just movement. Yeah, pretty much. Time would have been top 10. Like, yeah, the tournament really got the top players to get a time in like full game, because there were a lot of people from challenge mode that didn't have times, or people that did have times in full game but didn't care too much about it, like Fatman. Fatman had a 107 or 106 for the longest time. and now he's below 104. So yeah, that's it. Like that's really cool. Like the top part of the leaderboard is quite active, or was sorta. It's hard to tell if it will keep that activity like that, but we're seeing like a lot of good players playing from the top tier all the way to like I don't know where I would put myself, like mid tier, I guess. It's pretty fair. Like, mid high, I don't know. But yeah, top 5 requiring 102 is it's no one expected it. No one thought that the the leaderboard would get this much activity. So like 102 was was second place for a long time, very long time. Like can even and Sushi with 102s, Paraculas with like 103 something, 103.58 I think, and then Xenernicus. Yeah, and then it just sat there. Then Ken even decided to play a little bit for a month. And got it down a lot more. Tell this you're going to bed. Alright dude, thanks. Speaking of going to bed, I should be going too. I already did my run recap on the time losses. Should do again, just to get it ingrained in my brain for next time. Big time losses. Laser over goo. Got practice. What else can I take from this practice? Chapter 6. A lot of maps there. Sword sabotage, maybe put some work in the movement oriented maps like Dirt Factory, Wake Up. But those aren't big chunks. Like chapter 6 here is a really big chunk. Like 6 and 7. Like doing Cave Johnson fast, Potion intro fast, not messing up on things. Like some of these maps I don't usually mess up. Like Crazy Boxes is usually pretty consistent for me. Oh well, it just happened to not be my day. It's chapter 7. It doesn't matter how much I practice 3 jobs, I was gonna fuck up. There's no way. Then Lizard platform a bit, I guess. I don't know what happened there. Let me show. Sorry, other one. 0.017. That's the milliseconds. Real time was 120. I lost time RTA? Oh my god, I lost 4 minutes RTA. This is insane. Dude, what the hell? I lost so much time RTA. This is stupid. Jesus Christ. And my loads today were pretty bad. I noticed. Jesus Christ. Oh, what the hell. I loaded for 22 minutes. This is absurd. Jesus fucking Christ.